All right, I get a recurring comment here that the free market has failed. It's not building the types of homes that we need in Canada. We need the government to get involved. The Liberals, Mark Carney is going to come to the rescue here. So the argument goes that we're building these studio, one-bedroom, cookie-cutter, two-bedroom condos in the city of Vancouver, city of Toronto. It's investor-focused product, and we need homes for young families getting started, which the market is not really delivering. And the reason for this, of course, is we're talking, let's say, a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhome, 1,600 square feet. In Vancouver, in pre-sale, you're looking at $1,700, $1,800 a square foot. So we're talking $2.8, $2.9, $3 million. Not affordable. It's not because the developers are greedy, as the socialist NDP and Jagmeet Singh would have you believe. That's just what it costs. That's what pencils for the developer. They need to eke out a profit. The margins for developers are pretty reasonable, in my opinion. They're not making money hand over fist. Margins are pretty slim in the development industry. Developers would love to sell you an affordable townhome in Kitsilano or Mount Pleasant, but the numbers just don't add up. That's why they're building these smaller units now. So I understand the frustration. It's a challenge. We're in a highly desirable market, geographically constrained. We're boxed in by oceans and mountains. We also have a lot of government bureaucracy and red tape. Something like 30% of the cost of a new home is basically government bullshit, all levels of government. And they like to talk a big game about housing affordability, but they've got their hand in the developer's pocket at every corner. So, of course, the argument goes the free market has failed. We need to get government involved in the business of housing. Mark Carney has talked about creating a new federal housing agency to build 500,000 homes a year. If you believe that, I've got some magic beans that I want to sell you. It's never going to happen. He's a big proponent of modular housing. If you want to know what that looks like, drive over to Main and Terminal there. It's an eyesore. Those units, I wouldn't want to live in one of those units. Let me know what you guys think. And John Rustad, the conservative leader of BC, has called these governments out and called it Soviet-style housing, which is exactly what it is. Again, drive by Main and Terminal. Let me know what you guys think. Imagine the federal government getting into the auto business to compete with Tesla, or getting into the aircraft business to compete with Boeing. That's how ridiculous this all is. Look at the Liberal investment in battery plants, massive losses for the taxpayer. Or the NDP. NDP and Liberals are cut from the same cloth. Remember back when the NDP came in with their Fast Cat program, those ended up getting sold off for scrap metal, for pennies on the dollar. So government is just not good at these things. That's why we have a free market enterprise system to begin with. The socialists seem to think that the government is going to step in and build you a free house, and it's a pipe dream. Moving on to the comments section here, and I get a lot of these guys, I don't know where they're coming from. One of them, Raymond Wong, has been commenting on my channel for years, whining about the real estate market, says there's no such thing as a free market. It's the Bank of Canada colluding with the real estate industry to drive up the prices, distort the market. He talks about quantitative easing, money. Listen, governments have been running massive deficits and running quantitative easing for this. This is nothing new. This has been going on since long before any of us were born. The free market, this guy says the free market doesn't exist. Well, the free market took us from the horse and buggy to jet aircraft and the internet. It's built modern civilization. It's the most efficient at allocating capital. If you think the government can build on the kind of scale that a BOSA or a Concord Pacific can, I don't know what to tell you guys. You're crazy. And on that note, these commentators, listen, guys, get a life. Seriously. I'm trying to build a business here. My clients are all hardworking. They're trying to save for the down payment. They're hustling. They're not spending endless time commenting here on YouTube, complaining about the market. And I don't have time to debate you guys, especially when it's clear that many of you have this left-wing radical socialist ideology. A lot of you guys seem to be all out communists. It's disconcerting. I'm having a hard time. You know, the government needs to hold my hand and help me buy a house. Government is not here to help you guys. The government is there to tax you until you're dead. And when you're dead, they're going to try and tax your inheritance and tax your estate. That's what the government's good at here. So to summarize, these socialist types, we need affordable housing. We need the government to get involved. 15 or 20 years from now, we're still going to be having this conversation. Prices will have more than doubled. And you guys are still going to be in this echo chamber in the comments. If you want an echo chamber, just a quick plug for my buddy Bill here. Go check out Bill Ferguson's website, Metro Vancouver Housing Collapse Facebook website. I mean, that's an echo chamber. If you guys want to complain about the state of the market and unaffordability, I understand it's frustrating, but you know, this is not productive here. And I don't want to deal with these types of people. You know, my clients are positive. As I say, they're working hard, they're hustling, they're trying to start a business, trying to get ahead. And they understand that to get into the Vancouver market, it's all going to be on your shoulders. Don't trust any government to help you get into a home, especially not a liberal NDP government. Conservatives, I'm a little more bullish on. They seem to have a bit of a head on their shoulders, more of a common sense, market-driven approach to housing. But even then, no government is going to help you here, guys. It's going to be on your shoulders. I'm Jay Coupar. Feel free to comment below or subscribe. See you in the next video.